We are the Farmer family, and we have been missionaries for most of our lives.
We've been on some pretty epic adventures, and we figured it was about time to take you along.
No. Not that one, not that one.
Sorry, I think I need help.
Yeah, that one behind you.
Oh, this one. Oh, much better.
Look, it's snowing. It's snowing feathers. It's ash from burning fields. You can see it. Here it is, all over the place.
All right, welcome on another epic missionary adventure. Today we're going to be doing some supply buying for some missionaries. Not only do we fly for the missionaries, but often when they need things out in the village, we'll go to the stores and we'll buy their supplies and then load it in the airplane and fly it out. So I've got a couple guys here with us. We got Ryan and Keith. There's some interns that have came down to learn a little bit more about missionary living down here. And so they're going to be helping us out and then flying the stuff out into the village for the missionaries. So come on and join us as we head in to do a little bit of shopping. Trying to figure out how much weight we have in food. Right now I have about 120 pounds worth of food, and we still have our Walmart shopping to do, and I could put about 200 pounds in the airplane. So I'm trying to make sure we're not getting too much of one thing and make sure we're getting everything else that we need. So we'll see how it all comes together here.
The list they sent us this time is an unusually long list because they're stocking up for rainy season. Rainy season is July, August, and September. And during those months, the roads are impassable, so they cannot drive in and out of the village to Mazatlan to resupply. And so we will fly them in all of their groceries. So we both have an app on our phone called Our Groceries. And out in the village, they will enter in all of their groceries and they can categorize it by dairy, produce, medicine, whatever they need. And then when we're in the store shopping, we can access that same list and cross it off as we go down. So if things, they think of things last minute, they can add it to the list, and that we should be able to get that as long as we both have internet access. That's what the app is dependent on.
Alright, so we're all done at Sam's. We're headed to Walmart. We're going to buy some goodies over at Walmart and then go get a little lunch.
Good looking. What you got cooking? Give me that some. I don't know what else.
So you guys are going to go shopping for the missionaries, and I'll go and do my own shopping.
That sounds good to
Does
me.
that sound like a plan? This here is the line to get into Walmart. I hope it moves quickly. So the missionaries that we are buying supplies for today live out in the village, and if you want to know more about their life out there and what their houses are like and what the people are like, you can check out the video that we've already done called missionary life in a Mexican village.
Evitamos la propagación del COVID-19, por lo que en la tienda señalizamos esta distancia con una X en el piso para tu comodidad y protección.
So sometimes I go along with Jason when he does his supply buying for the girls. Honestly, it's not always just to help him with his supply buying. Usually I have a long list of groceries I need to buy at Walmart too, and just am taking advantage of this free trip to Walmart. The missionaries out there don't really have very much access to fresh fruits and veggies, so I know that they really appreciate it if we can send them in. We like to be more than just a flight service for these missionaries. We want to come alongside them and do whatever we can to encourage them to keep on doing the ministry that they're doing. So during this flight out there, I think I'm going to send some special treats. Sometimes we send stuff for the kids. Sometimes we send stuff for the parents. So this time I think I'm going to send stuff out to the missionary mom. And I think she likes chocolate, so I'm going to pick something chocolatey for her.
Alright, so we'll try and get on as much stuff tonight as we can. All the non-perishable stuff, because in the morning all the workers will show up and it'll take us a lot longer to get everything through. So hopefully it'll go a little bit smoother, getting half on tonight, half on in the morning.
So how long of a flight is it up to where the missionaries live?
So it's a 45-minute flight, so that means we can take off here out of Tepic with a 36.75 for fuel, and we'll burn 75 pounds of fuel on the way there. So that'll give us about 200 pounds worth of useful load to put onto the airplane.
What can the airplane land with?
We can land at 3,600 pounds.
So we take off with more weight, but we burn that on the way there, right?
Right. Now can we turn the air back on? As we're sweat
rolling
dripping
down our
our. Oh, that's so much better. Oh man, too bad we're not going to our house.
Do you load certain places, like all the stuff in the pod first, or what do we load up?
It all depends on what we've got and where it can go. A lot of the smaller stuff we can put in the pod. Some of that's good to get out of the way, and then some of the bigger, bulkier stuff can go in the back of the airplane. You can see the quality job they've done here on the road, paving it. Does that look amazing?
So I'm putting the missionaries' grocery in our own fridge, and we'll keep it cold for the night because tomorrow morning is going to be the flight out to them.
An interesting part of our ministry that we do is internships. I get these guys that come down, they're at the end of their missionary pilot training, so they've already got their commercial, they've got their maintenance training, and they're just about to go apply to a mission organization. So these guys will come down for a couple weeks. I spend a couple weeks with them. I introduce them to the Cessna Turbo 206, get them used to flying a turbo. A lot of these guys have never flown anything with a turbo, so get them used to flying the turbo, and then get them comfortable landing the airplane. Once they're good and ready, then I take them out into the mountains and I introduce them into a couple of mountain strips. So it's kind of an exciting time. I really enjoy this time because it's a bit of discipleship for me, and it's training the next generation of missionary pilots. And I think every ministry should be doing that. They should be taking what they're doing it and applying it to the next generation and training up the next generation of guys that are going to end up taking over the field one day.
I'm just holding the camera, but this is like a photo bomb for Jason and Kim. They won't even know it, will they? We're taking some food out to the missionaries up in the mountains.
All right, so we made it up here to the village, and we're dropping off all the groceries here for the missionary gals. And we'll do a few practice runs here with the interns, get them used to this airstrip, and then we're gonna head back home. So they're getting it all loaded up here on the four-wheeler.
Can you send some emails for me, or just
Okay.
take a picture of this
Of
and
this,
send
yeah.
it to Pete? And then I've on here asked him to send 2 emails for me.
Okay.
Because our internet went out this morning.
All
This is the only line of communication.
This is
Carrier pigeon with an
carrier
airplane.
pigeon communication out the
Actually, why don't you just take this just in case the picture was blurry or anything?
what's going.
Don't you
Sounds
have
good.
a little strap for his ankle? You can check your
Oh,
message.
I'll just
On the 28th, we'll just be
here
up here
waiting.
waiting for you.
Hitkeys are bringing their
Early-ish.
sat phone, right?
Yes, we will.
Oh,
have
yes,
yes,
So your
they are
friends
bringing
canceled
sat
out. So there's nothing between now and the 28th.
No, and we will have this.
20
We will
Right.
have a sat phone.
We were gonna be here 4 days with nothing.
You
and
guys
so
are-
we just bought some more minutes.
Can you make
We
sure
chose
I
the
do have
29th. You guys are the 28th. So
Yes.
yeah, that's what we worked
your-
out.
Make sure I have your
So
information
8:45,
to
9.
call you.
okay, it's just you two going out. Or are you bringing a bunch of stuff?
No,
No.
a cooler, empty cooler.
Yeah.
Okay, might
The
depend if
cooler,
I
our
throw
bag.
Kevin in or not.
The people like to live more spread out because they have gardens and animals, and
Okay.
they kind of like their privacy. So there's houses the whole way over here, all the way spread out through there. And then you can see on that high point way far away is the little annex we were talking about.
It's 2 miles
Okay.
away.
It's about 2 miles away. With one small house, half of it is a kitchen, half of it is for sleeping.
Okay.
And then as the family grows, they turn the old one into the kitchen and build a new one for sleeping. And then it grows some more, and then they
Right.
have boys' dorm, girls' dorm.
This is my oldest son, Caleb, and many of you may not realize, but he has his own YouTube channel called Epic MK Adventures. So if you haven't checked any of his videos out yet, head on over there, and why don't you tell him what some of your videos are?
Some of my videos are about fishing in the ocean, swimming with whale sharks, watching some dolphins and whales, and I do some cool adventures out in the mountains with my dad because we go flying, and there's even an airplane crash, which was pretty cool.
If you were living in an isolated village, what would you not want to live without? Comment below and tell us what you would have flown out to you.